Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, before we do anything, we've reached 1K. I cannot express enough how grateful I am to each and every one of you who has subscribed. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I actually do my makeup. I am a creative, so I enjoy, just being playful with colors, since venturing more out into being more colorful, being more comfortable with colorful eyeshadow, my creativity has just been like, those types of looks that I usually like to do in my mini videos or things that are on my Instagram, like my makeup challenge. I enjoy doing those looks, but that's not how I actually do my makeup. For the most part, I'm pretty simple when it comes to my actual everyday makeup routine. So if you want to learn how to create your own personal makeup routine, stay tuned to the end of this video. All right, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera just because they can get a little hectic sometimes. I'm gonna basically walk you through how I actually do my makeup. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please pause this video, go down there and click the subscribe button, okay? First, starting off with my eyebrows, I always do my eyebrows when I do my makeup. Eyebrows frame the face. I'm not super special or picky when it comes to, I'm picky when it comes to my eyebrow products, but I'm not expensive when it comes to my eyebrow products. This is the pencil that I like to use. I've been using this pencil since I started doing my eyebrows, which was probably at the age of 16. They usually are between like $1.50 and $2, so they're pretty inexpensive. It's a decent amount of product. I mean, this is sharpened down like a little bit because I've had this for about 3 weeks already and I use it pretty much every day. So this is sharpened down, but they do give you a decent amount of product. Now we're going on to the base. So my skin, I have like combination skin, which means sometimes my skin is oily, sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's oily and dry in different places. And it's just, it could be a hassle to work with. So what I usually like to go for in terms of base primers is like a thinner type of primer, because I like to just have just enough primer on to where it does help, smooth out my pores, which are bigger in this area, but not so much to where I feel like it's caked on and it just adds an extra layer to my skin, especially in my drier areas, which are usually here and under my eyes. This is my personal favorite, and this is from Touch in Soul, and this is their No Pore Blem priming essence. It's like really, it's liquidy. It's not sticky, but it's like, think of it like water. Like, it's like fat water. That's what it's like. So what I like to use on my face is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I have not been able to use it all summer because it has been too light for me, but my tan is kind of going away, so I'm still a little bit darker than what I actually am in the winter time. But I'm gonna put this on my face and we're just gonna see where it goes, because as of right now it's a little light. Now, to apply my BB cream, I usually like to use a sponge. In some of my other videos I also use a sponge because it's just normally what I like to use in general. And I just take it and, oh, okay, it looks like it's starting to blend in. Yay, I can use it again. But honestly, if I tried to use this BB cream probably like 3 months earlier, oh my gosh, it looked so bad on me because it just was not my color. I got so dark this summer because I was doing a lot of working out and like activities outside, so I got really tan. Yay, I'm so happy I get to use it now. So I just like to tap it all over my face, even though I have used brushes obviously, and I have foundation brushes, and they work in a pinch. Normally I like to use the sponge because I have sensitive skin, and sometimes my skin can be pretty temperamental, so sometimes the bristles in the foundation brush, after like constantly rubbing, and you know, even though it's soft, eventually it will irritate my skin, and it will create like a raised look on my skin. Now moving on to concealer. These two concealers, well, they're the same concealer but different shade. But this brand of concealer, the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow Concealer, these are my holy grail. I love these concealers. They're so dewy, they're so like nice, they give you nice coverage, and they actually do have a wide shade range. So this is what I would normally use in the winter time. This is my winter shade. I still think it's probably a little bit too light. I don't know, but we can try it. And this is the shade that I have been using in the summertime. So when I do my concealer now, I used to be the type to do like the upside down triangle, but makeup is not a one size fits all thing in terms of like technique and, you know, things like that. So for me personally, I do not have super dark circles. I have a little bit of darkness under my eyes. So what I like to do is I like to add concealer here. I like to do a couple dots, and then I like to add concealer right here to the top, just to help emphasize, or more so highlight, the upper part of my cheekbone. I only put concealer where I really need to. You know, it just helps with layering. Like when you do makeup, you always want to think about how much product am I actually putting on my skin. The more product you put on, the more layer you're adding to, you know, makeup is all about building layers. So you want to create, you know, a smooth finish. You want to use your products wisely, basically. You don't want to create an excess of product buildup. Because this concealer is a little bit more on the liquidy side, on the watery side, I usually like to let it dry down a little bit. If I put my concealer on and I just start blending it out immediately, it's just gonna blend into my foundation, and it's not gonna be any real separation between where I applied my foundation, or like my face base, and where I applied my concealer to highlight my face. So I usually just like to let it sit just for a little bit. So that should be good. So then I go into blending. I always start with my chin. I blend out my chin, my nose, and my forehead first, just to give my under eyes a little bit more time to set. People always ask me, oh my gosh, how do you get your foundation to look so smooth like skin? Well, just what I just told you guys just now, I don't put so much excess product on. You don't need a lot of product. If you already generally have decent looking skin, you don't have too many blemishes or anything like that, which is why skincare is very important. You don't need to add a whole lot of product. You know, a little bit really goes a long way. And see, the upper part of my cheekbone is a little bit more highlighted, so that will help when I do actually add highlight, because I don't like to do a whole lot of highlighting. But it just adds a little bit right there. It's all about layers. I cannot stress enough how important it is to mind just how much product you're putting on your face. You do not want to cake product up on your face. It's just not realistic. I know we see a lot of videos where you're seeing just so much product put on the face. You're seeing it being painted on. Now, if that's your style, that's your style. But from my personal experience, a lot of people like the way I lay my my face products, my foundation, and all of that. And that is because I work wisely with my product. I don't pack a whole lot on. I just pack what I need to. Makeup is supposed to enhance your natural beauty. Like, your everyday makeup is supposed to enhance the beauty that you already have, not cover it up. So I am not a fan of just applying thick layers of makeup. Now what I like to do is I like to set my makeup with a little bit of powder, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I don't know why I keep saying foundation. Photo Focus translucent setting powder. This is a loose setting powder, and for my everyday makeup I usually like to use a translucent powder, or sometimes even a powder with like a peachy undertone. I know you've probably seen in my other videos that I like, you know, bake and set my face. That is when I'm going super full coverage, and that is more so like camera and picture makeup. But every day you don't need that much, okay? You just take a little bit right here and I just pat it onto my skin, and that helps out, that helps smooth any pores and dry down the shine. But I don't bake. When I actually do my makeup, I do not bake. And I just believe that the longer you let the powder sit on your face, the more texture it adds to your face. At least me specifically. Like I said, makeup is not a one size fits all. So if you bake and it works for you, by all means, you know, of course, do it. But me personally, my experience with makeup and a lot of other people that I talk to or work with around makeup, baking either, you know, makes them look like a ghost, it adds more texture to their skin and blah, 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 blah. So I don't stress baking. Now, as for eyeshadow, I normally will go back and forth between whether I want to do eyeshadow or not. If I know that I'm doing like a super bold look, which is not my everyday makeup routine, I will do my eyeshadow before I do anything else. But if I know that I'm just going in with a little bit of like brown, maybe some shimmer, I'm perfectly fine doing my face first and then doing my eyeshadow. So today I'm gonna be working within this section. That's normally what I like to do, is browns and shimmers. So I'm taking my Morphe M506 brush, and this is like a shader, like crease brush. And I'm going to dip into this like chocolatey brown right here. I normally just like to do a light sweep in my crease because it just helps to define my eyes a little bit more. And I drag it out just a little bit, but not too much. So I kind of just focus that brown in this area right here. And then I take the same color, same brush, and I kind of just push it up just slightly above my crease, not too much. And then, not adding any more product on my brush, I'm gonna take the shade and kind of just drag it down my inner crease. I don't want to add too much darkness to my inner corner. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the other side. I usually like to apply and blend at the same time because I want more of like a shadow. So there is that. And now if I do a color, I like to put it on the outside of my crease. I think I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a green today, okay? Because I really do enjoy green eyeshadow on myself. I'm gonna take this kind of like deeper muddy green, if you will, and this more of like avocado type green. And I don't really go over my lid. I kind of just keep it concentrated on the outside, just like that. Now for this, because I am doing a little bit more color, I do like to pack it on first, and then I like to blend. And this brush, I just love this brush so much. I just feel like it's so versatile. My M506 brush. A lot of the times for my eyeshadow looks, I normally only use one eyeshadow brush. I don't use multiple brushes when I'm doing my own personal makeup. I kind of just like to keep it very simple. Okay, and see, that just gives my eyes a little bit more shape, a little bit more depth, and it also gives a little bit of extra color, but not too much. I think today I'm really just liking this matte look with this green, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Now moving on to eyeliner. I love me a nice, sexy, sleek wing. So I'll go in with my eyeliner pen. I have a bunch. This one specifically is from Glossier. I don't really care for the brand name. Like, I don't care like what it is, just as long as it's a good one. Glossier is a good one, okay? So I just go up like that. I don't do too much. I like my wing to be noticeable, but not super dramatic. So, okay, and there's my wing. And just a little secret between you and me, my winged eyeliner never comes out the exact same on either eye, on both eyes. They never come out the exact same. So if you're suffering from lopsided wing syndrome, just know that I am too, okay? My wings, never. I just never get them to look the exact same. Well, that's as close as they're gonna get, but they're definitely not the exact same. Okay. Now I like to go in with mascara. This is also from Glossier. And the reason I like to do mascara is because I like to wear false lashes. And when you put mascara on your actual lashes before you put on your false lashes, they blend more seamlessly together. But lashes are like the last step, but I like to put my mascara on first so that it does have time to dry down. My next step would be highlight and blush. Now on the reg, I really do not contour my face. I just don't, like, I don't have the most structured, like, you know, thin face, but I just don't really, I don't know. I just don't do it. I normally don't do it. Now this is not to say that I don't ever contour, because I do sometimes, but I'm just showing y'all, like, honestly what I normally do, not what I do every once in a while. This is what I normally do. This is my regular, actual, everyday makeup routine. And when I go for blush, I love peach blushes. I think they work really nice with my skin. All right, now moving on to highlight. I normally like a really subtle highlight, and I use this palette that I actually made myself, that I can't remember, where did I get this? This magnetic palette, I can't remember where I got it from, but I got it, and it was an empty magnetic palette, and then I just kind of built up, used some highlight and a blush that I really like. So these two, once again, I'm sorry I couldn't tell you where I got them from, but I know that they came in an Ipsy bag, one of my Ipsy subscription bags from last year, and I really enjoy this highlight. It's a nice pinky one. It's not too shimmery, but it does add a little bit extra pop. And then I like to blend it out with my finger to make it more seamless. And I like to highlight my chin. Ooh, the tip of my nose. And right here. Another thing that I really enjoy doing is brow highlight. Oh my gosh. And I just highlight right under my brow. I think it just really gives my face extra shape, and I love that so much because I already have a round face, and like I said, I'm not like the biggest on contouring when it comes to like my everyday makeup routine. So I think that adding highlight around my face, like, in certain places, especially under my brow, just gives my face a little bit more dimension. Okay, and now for setting spray. So I like to do my setting spray before I do any under eye makeup, just to prevent, I mean, normally it doesn't happen, but just to prevent like any melting that might happen from it, because I've used like really bad runny eyeliners before, and I put on a setting spray and it just like little guy was crying. So to prevent that from happening, even though I have gotten better products since then, I like to apply my spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I really enjoy this setting spray. This is by Scandinavia, and I used to just use like go directly to their site, get the Scandinavia setting spray. I love their bridal set setting spray. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It makes your face look so dreamy. I actually have to purchase some more because I haven't used it in such a long time, but I used to be obsessed with that. And then I just like to lightly tap it in just a little bit. Now for my under eye, I love to go in with a brown pencil. I think it gives my eyes shape without it being too dark. So usually I do a brown pencil, not in my waterline, but right here on my lash line. I usually like to take like a flat oval shader brush, and I go and set that eyeliner, or not really set it, but more so just go over it and smudge it out with some brown eyeshadow. Now it's time for eyelashes. So even though I say that I love putting on eyelashes, I honestly have like a love-hate relationship with eyelashes, because like they look so pretty going on, but there's some times when I really just do not even feel like dealing with them. My favorite type of like I love long fluffy lashes. I know that that is not everyone's thing, but that is definitely my thing. I love the long lashes, the fluffy lashes, the fluttery lashes, and I usually go for mink eyelashes. Okay. Now my eyelashes are on, and to be quite honest, I don't go for lipstick. I go for gloss, because number one, I like to eat, so gloss is easy to come off like if you're going out and you get something to eat, and I don't like lipstick being in the way of things, so I usually go for a gloss. Sometimes it's a colored gloss, but a lot of the times it's just a regular clear gloss. This gloss is a really good gloss. This is from LA Girl. It's one of my favorites. I probably have like maybe 5 different favorite lip glosses, but this is one of my favorites. This is my purse lip gloss. Actually, no, I don't have, my purse lip gloss is already in my purse, but yeah, this is from LA Girl, and it's just a regular plain gloss topper, which I guess normally you would put over a color, but I am perfectly content using gloss by itself. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am by no means an expert, and I like to say that because I just like to share with you guys what I know, what I've learned over the years. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to my next goal of 10K, okay? 10K. And if you don't want to miss any videos from me, make sure that you turn on your bell notification so that you are notified when I post my videos, which are on Tuesdays and Fridays. And I will see you guys in the next video.